Hi doing today, guys. Welcome to my third video in this series of Transport Fever. Alright, so in our previous episode we had finally gotten one train rolling, and we got quite a few wagons running around back and forth. It looked like they were starting to be profitable, so this is going to be a little bit of a wait while we wait for the money to roll in on that. And it might take a little bit of time. I mean, we're down to, 100,000. Might go a little bit lower before it starts going up. Let's see, where's my train right now? Where did I put my train? Well, I didn't put it anywhere, but he's somewhere on his route. Yep, there he is. Alrighty, got a full load there. Let's see, that was at about 100,000, and then that put me up to 177,000, and then that's after that month's upkeep as well, so we're doing fairly good. Shouldn't take too long. That, and I think my wagon route up here, hauling food back and forth, is doing pretty good. I will expedite time a little bit. Alright, so how much do they have waiting? There's 21 waiting. I don't know what this guy's waiting for. I'm just going to tell him to get going. These guys would have sorted their spacing out, but it looks like they haven't yet. But I'm not too worried about spacing really, so I'm just going to tell them to move out. Let me check and see what the overall line is doing. They're both overall. It's rating them as positive. So they're helping a little bit. Actually, what are the carriage lines doing? You don't necessarily expect to make money on the carriage lines, but sometimes you do. If you get a good city, yeah, sometimes you can. Looks like only one is currently, though. Yeah, I think that's got to be my first priority based on the number of people that are building up. I'm just going to add a second train to this line up here, to this passenger line, before I worry about trying to haul any more cargo from any of these other sites anywhere. Though, as I did explore in the previous video, there are some interesting options, but most of them would require a fair amount of investment to get going, though. Yeah, probably the easiest one would be that one to take the stone over here to get the construction material made, and I could take that. That's a short run to Stamford, and wouldn't be too much trouble to get it down here to Atlanta and over to Seattle. But still, that would cost a bit of money, because that would require a fair amount of track lane, so. Now, of course, I could use the pork barrel mod that I showed you in the, I believe that was the first video I showed that. Like I said, I want to try not trying to avoid using that too much. I mean, I don't completely want to blow up the financial risks and things to the game, but it's there if I need it. Of course, now one thing I could do that would be a little bit cheaper before I got a whole new train is just to run this train back into the depot and add a couple more cars to it. I mean, that wouldn't take too much time, and it would certainly be less money, but I'll probably just try to hold out for the new train, though. I mean, he's got, 5 cars stuck on him. That's fairly good for a single engine. At least an engine of that generation. Looks like my carriage routes, they're not having any trouble with overcrowding at their stops. How many people are there? Just one, so yeah, that's not really an issue. No issue at all, doesn't look like. And let me see, where am I at for the year? According to this, I am in the green for the year, and I just barely lost money last year. Looks like I'm trending upwards. Now that's another thing though that I got to keep in mind is I'm paying $30,000 a year in the loan interest as well. So I want to try and get rid of that as soon as possible. But I mean, I think getting the new train up and going will take priority over paying off my current debt. As a matter of fact, I've got enough money for the engine, but that's enough for maybe a couple cars, and I think I probably want at least 3 cars. I think if you have 3 or more, I think you're definitely going to make a profit on it, assuming he's getting full loads, which he should get. But I think I want to put like 4 or 5 like this one has. Got 30 people there, so he's doing good still. 17 people still back there. You know, I don't know. Actually, looking at this, it actually may be a little premature to stick another train on. Of course, if the train was going the other way right now, he'd probably get just about all those people. So, we've got a few people up there. Yeah, I honestly, I don't know if the need is as big as I first thought. Yeah, honestly, that may not be the best idea to make more money quickly, would be adding a second train on there. I might look to branch out and send a train to another city, but then I've got all the expenses involved with building. I'd have to build a new station and a track. And this depot wasn't very well situated to supply engines to other... Well, actually they could if I made the route to Baltimore. That wouldn't be that big of a deal to get a train from that depot to a route going to Baltimore. And I'll probably have to make it a pretty small station, but I can live with that. So it looks like we are going to make money this year, but yeah, it's not very much. Not very much. Yeah, I don't know. It may be worthwhile putting down another pork barrel just so I can get everything I need and afford another train right off the bat to go from Bellevue to Baltimore. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the plan. I want to get a route going there, so let's try and get the station and the track laid, and then I'll see what my money looks like after that. Passengers. Let's see, where are most of the residentials on the near side of town. It's good. So if I put 2 track, I barely can afford that right there. Just barely. Okay, well, let's go ahead and put that down. Okay, that train must have just landed because I just got $73,000. Of course, some of it just went to the month's upkeep. He gets quite a bit of that. That's most of the residential area. Well, about half of it, I guess. Without even any carriage stations. Alright, let's see how much track I can get laid. Honestly, at that price, it's not going to be very much. Yeah, that was a bad idea. See, I don't think for some reason it didn't occur to me that Baltimore was right here, so I used the furthest outside track, but that's okay. I can just switch this outside track to the one to Baltimore and have this one branch off to this line here. Oh, you know what though? I have to make sure it goes out on both sides though. That's okay, that's not that hard of a fix. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is delete that. And then you can see all the little people now they're scrambling to run over to the next platform. Now, do I want that track to cross the road? No, I want to stay on the north part of that road. Nope, and there's my money though. Let's see, where is my train? He's going to be coming in here to Bellevue pretty quickly. Kind of like to get at least all the track laid before having to use any pork barrels, so I'm going to wait for him to get into the station there. Of course, now another good thing about making a route from that other town, bringing it over here, is that means some of those people will come to this station wanting to go to either Seattle or Tempe, so that'll help fuel this line here. And it will increase the viability of a second train on this route. So that's another good thing to keep in mind. so that gave me $50,000. So I'm not going to quite make it. Have to wait for him to get to Seattle, unless my wagons make that much money in the time. Which, yeah, they're probably not. I mean, that's not that much money. Well, yeah, they actually could. Yeah, they actually are making a little money in there. That's what the old 2000's not really enough to do much with. And then I just hit the month's upkeep, so there the money went. But the good news about this game is this early part of the game is generally the most boring part because you're fighting with your money. And once I get enough routes going and I'm raking enough money in, then you're pretty much constantly busy doing something. Alrighty, so we'll just hit the January, New Year. He's almost in Seattle. Alright, so, well, but actually that's only a plus of 24,000, and that's getting ready to split pretty quick here. Oh, I still got 8,000 left over. Let's see if that's enough to do anything with. Nope, there's a little bit more. Yeah, this is kind of a squiggly looking track I put together here, but yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it right now. I can fix it sometime when I've got plenty of money, and with the trains this slow, it's not going to matter at this stage of the game anyway, really, but later on, it's something that will probably hinder speed a little bit. How far is he? He's about halfway back to Bellevue. There's a lot of steel mills on this side of the map. Unfortunately, there's not hardly any coal, though. I don't see any down here in the corner. There is iron ore, but no coal. Wow, now that is a lot of forestry right in one spot. And there's a little bit more up here. Let's see, we got a lumber mill up here by Wilmington, in between Wilmington and Tempe. I wonder if that's the closest one. No, oh no, here's a lumber mill down here by Downey and by Naperville. Well, those are some good things to keep in mind for later. Wow, we used up all the money he made there already. Yeah, I think I might just have to throw a couple pork barrels down to finish this, and honestly probably more than that to buy the train too. You know, and I think that's one thing I didn't necessarily take into account, is that these trains at this early part of the game, they go so slow that sometimes this 3-city route that I did, maybe not necessarily the best idea unless they're really close together. I mean, that's not, I mean, Bellevue and Seattle aren't that far apart, but Tempe, that's a little distance there, especially since the station's on the other side of Bellevue from it. So it's not making the kind of money it would make if I had faster trains. Let me look at this. I mean, it's rated as making money, just not making enough money though to counteract all the other stuff I got going on at the moment. Alright, so let's just go ahead and do that. Let's find my pork barrels. In any case, if you didn't see the first video, I can show you. If you're just picking up the series right here, which this is a mod in. And basically it was the modders, his version of, say, saying federal grant or something of that nature. So just put this down, each one gives you $500,000. Let's put a few over here by my station. Let's put 3. Then I'm going to pause it while I finish this because I don't want all my money to disappear. Actually, I probably didn't need to put that many pork barrels down because the track was pretty much done. But I do need to make sure that a train can get from the depot to this track here. Let me see, best way to do that, I can probably do it right here. Yep. That'll work. Oh, but I do, well, I don't also necessarily need to, but I think I will put a carriage line in this town, although the station already picks up about half the residential area, but I'll put a carriage line in anyway, just so it gets all of it. Put this road in as well. Alrighty. Yeah, that's right there. Alrighty, and then another new one for that. And then I need to put a road depot in. Probably put that. I don't think the ground, it doesn't look very good, so this might cost me a little money. Yeah, 11.4, I'll take it. Alright, let's put in 3 of these. I will just stick 4 cars on that. Yeah, health it up at 5. Just to make sure he gets nice decent loads once the traffic builds up. Alright, So now we can hit the time. You know what? I've got the money left over. Let's go ahead and pay some of my debt back down. That way I won't be owing quite as much on this loan interest. Alright, sent that train out at a good time because he's still going the other way, so let's gotta have a free run onto his line. A lot of times, I don't know, it's just as well if it does take a little time for the train to get to its route, because that means it's a little more time for people to actually show up at the stations. And the way this is set up, he's going to have to go to Baltimore first anyway, so by the time he gets there, yeah, maybe there'll be a few people. Maybe. Well, there's people already waiting here to be picked up. I don't think the carriage will make it back to the station though in time before the train gets there though. It might, but got a ways to go, but I doubt it. Yeah, they're still barely getting into town here. Now, of course, the station is in walking distance of a fair number of people. Let's see, any of these little boogers hidden that way? It doesn't look like it. I think I've been doing too much zipping and zooming around with the camera. My FPS is a little upset. Although, but it's not crashing like it was in the last video though, so we're doing pretty good. But it is fluctuating a bit. And actually that is my timer saying it's about time to wrap this video up. So, let's just see if he gets there. It doesn't look like anybody showed up, though. Not yet. However, this wagon, he does have people, and looks like he's got a full load. He's got 3 on board. What about you? You got anybody? Yeah, he's got 2, so there are people wanting to go. So that's a good sign. Looks like that's starting to work out already. We got 1 person going from this way. Alrighty, but let's wrap this one up. And thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Thank you. Have a good day.